Hello, everyone. Good morning, and thank you so much. And welcome to this very soulful discussion that we're going to have today. So, to kind of elaborate or add to what Suzanne was saying, a lot of people don't know what an aerial artist is or aerial dance artist. If you have ever seen Cirque du Soleil, I instruct that. So, I work on many, many different apparatuses ranging from the silks, the hammock, the lyra ring, the aerial cube, the dance trapeze, and all that stuff. I really like to stay a lot of my time up in the ethers. So, so you already know a little bit about myself, but I am also the owner of Your Soul Pathway. And it's where I assist people on their soul's purpose and their path in this lifetime. 15 years ago, I had my soul awakening and my intuitive gifts came online. With that, yes, I became a Reiki Grand Master, certified crystal healer, channeler, spiritual mentor, and a soul blueprint interpreter amongst all the other goodies. I am currently, as she said, working on my doctorate in metaphysics, and I love connecting with music, nature, of course, dance, creativity, and absolutely other souls. So today I've been asked by Ken to talk a little bit about the soul, specifically your soul and the blueprint that you created for this lifetime that you're presently living. So our soul is eternal, as we all know, created by Source, God, the All. Our conscious minds cannot comprehend how vast and infinite it is. It and we never cease to exist. We are an extension of Source, which has no beginning and it has no end. It simply just is. And as an extension of Source, it experiences itself through the infinite number of souls it has created and may still be creating. There is a structure and an ethereal system that pertains to our soul's existence and evolution in the quantum realms. We have soul groups, soul families, we have guides, junior masters and masters, and they all play a part in our evolution process, in our evolution education. In other words, when we leave this corporeal existence and return to our ethereal home, we're not just floating around aimlessly with nothing to do, but just exist. Even Source doesn't do that. We are continuing to learn and evolve. It's a never-ending process. Before we incarnate into physical existence, there is a mutual collaboration that takes place with other souls in our group to assume certain roles in this play called life. And when I say mutual, it means that we each have lessons to learn and we plan them out. We contract or agree for these lessons to play out, no matter how hard they may be. The greater the lesson, the greater the growth. When we choose to incarnate into our corporeal state of being or our body, along with the amnesia that comes with our true state of existence, we are born again and again and again and again, and it keeps going. And when this happens, we begin our journey with two of the most important days in our life: the day that we were born and the day that we figure out why we are here. Our soul chooses to come in at a certain time, and we all chose to come in exactly for this unprecedented time of this conscious awakening. Along with this, many are having soul awakenings themselves. These soul awakenings can leave one feeling a sense of purpose or a sense of new purpose, but not quite able to put their finger on what that is. because of the energetic changes and the energetic shifts that are taking place not only in Gaia, but in the cosmos itself. The good news is that the soul still knows, even though our mind doesn't remember. So that brings up the big question. Do you know what your soul agreed to do in this lifetime? Your lessons, your expression, and your purpose. Oftentimes, many people are not quite sure. So this led me into the soul work that I do with the soul blueprints, and more importantly, the soul's transcendent purpose. So let's talk about the transcendent purpose, also known as your spiritual purpose. It's our soul's compass. It does not arise from our mind or social roles that we play, but instead from the deep well of being. It's not about who we are in the world. It's about what wants to move through us as us. When we come into our transcendent purpose, we no longer feel compelled to chase significance. We become the conduit for significance itself. The hallmark of all of this is our soul alignment. Soul alignment with our transcendent purpose rewrites the stories of our programmed limitations and compels us to move and serve in ways that feel less like effort and more like graceful flow unfolding. It's not just about doing, but more importantly, it's about being. When we come into alignment with our soul's transcendent purpose, we become the space where the divine's intention incarnates through us. It's what remains when the roles we play in this matrix fall away. I have the same alarm on my phone. Now I turn my phone off. When we are rooted in alignment with our soul, our transcendent purpose, we become the magnetic force that shapes our reality. It's how we partner with the universe. It's not about trying to control the outcome or micromanage how we evolve. Instead, it's about setting the energetic tone and allowing our lives to meet us in that soul frequency. And when we bring our soul alignment or soul blueprint into fruition, it catapults our vibration exponentially. So what is our soul blueprint? Our soul blueprint is our roadmap of life. It clarifies our why. It energizes our what, and it empowers our how. It turns our drifting through life into direction. It reminds us that we are not at the mercy of life. We are participants in its unfolding. We are here on purpose for a purpose. The key is to find out what that is so we can step into it, be it, and live it. Every soul comes in with creation codes, also known as soul codes, that are embedded in the blueprint. And these codes are specific for every individual. Our soul codes reveal what our soul wishes to experience, express, and learn for its own evolution through its talents, its dreams, and its challenges while we are here, along with the tools to overcome the challenges should they arise. Our soul blueprint and its codes reveal our transcendent purpose while we are here in this life cycle. So at this point, I know I've probably piqued your interest in how we can find out what our soul codes are. Here's something that I am most positive that you may not have heard before. Our soul codes are embedded in our birth name. Most of us believe that our parents chose our name. Guess what? They didn't. Our soul did when we were still in spirit form, preparing for this incarnation. Even if you were adopted, or someone else selected your name, or even if you have your name of your mother or your father, who are part of your soul group, it was still chosen by our souls. So it is in the sound vibration of our birth name that hold our soul codes, that work on a conscious and an unconscious level. Now, I have come to learn this by having my soul blueprint chart done by a woman in England who never met me, heard about me, or knew anything about me. By the time she was finished with my chart, she not only knew the proper pronunciation of my name, which is Dianne instead of Dianne, but she knew my past and present challenges, desires, and how I express myself. It was all there. This woman, along with my chart, also gave me the tools to overcome my challenges, which translate into mastering these challenges and challenges that will still yet to come. So, allow me to explain how a soul blueprint system works in its codes. It's a transcendent soul purpose system that has actually come in at this time for the great spiritual awakening of humanity. Many of you may be familiar with two other systems, the human design and the gene keys. Both are self-knowledge systems that use your birth name data or your birth data and astrological calculations to create a personal profile. The human design is a snapshot of your body graph chart that reveals your energetic type, how you interact with the world, how to make decisions that are best for you. And it uses the 64 gates based on the 64 hexagrams of the I Ching. The gene keys follow that system and is also based on the 64 hexagrams of the I Ching, along with genetic archetypes that provide a holographic profile map. Both of these systems are wonderful, but if you've ever had these two systems done, you know how large and how long they take to go through. Soul Blueprint system is different. It is derived from the ancient Hebrew text of the Sefer Yetzirah, which explores creation through sound, letters, and words, hence your name. It then incorporates the ancient method of gematria, which assigns numerical values to the letters in the Hebrew alphabet that interpret their hidden meanings, thus revealing the soul codes. The soul blueprint chart is an accurate and simplified system that infuses the sound vibration and intention behind your birth name. Each code consists of our worldly and spiritual talents, goals, and challenges, which are placed in specific areas around the 6-point star of creation with your transcendent purpose right in the middle. When your birth name is decoded, the spiritual energetic signature of your highest potential and overall transcendent purpose in this life is revealed. Now, there's another nuance to this. Many names hold master codes. These codes hold a highly charged vibration, and when activated, magnify its potency. A profile containing multiple master codes will have access to many innate abilities and their potentials. Each code contains full explanations that will help you discover what your soul's transcendent purpose is in this incarnation. What people gain out of having their soul blueprint chart is a deeper access to their self on a soul level, a clearer sense of their life purpose while they're here, an acceleration of your growth and expansion, more clarity about your life and your role in it, a much better understanding about your life experiences thus far. There also is a healing and a clearing of redundant patterns that take place. along with a deep activation of your own unique abilities and potential. And there's a lot more. Your soul blueprint chart with your soul codes are not complicated to read and integrate. Because although our soul is too vast for us to wrap our minds around, it's not complicated. And our purpose here really isn't either. It's our minds and our humanness that makes things complicated. And we have certainly mastered that. So in closing, becoming trained in doing this work for people has been meaningful and fulfilling for myself. It makes my soul sing when people come into the realization of the many aspects of their beautiful soul. And they're able to truly shine in their relationships, in their careers, and in their lives. I myself have a few master codes in my birth name, and doing this work is wonderful. It has been an amazing journey, and it continues to unfold as I step into my other codes. To be it and to live it. I not only discovered who and what I am at a soul level, but I also came into the realization of my purpose while I'm here. So, before I take all of you guys a little meditation, are there any questions that I can answer for you guys?